Isn't this a little over your pay grade, Tyrion? Maybe. She didn't try that hard to stop us. Also, I don't know what her awareness of this is. We need to hear her side of the story. Apparently, she signed a blood contract to save our lives, but that doesn't change the fact that she signed a blood contract. When did this happen? I need a story here. I died? Wait, you know you died. You died when you did the Divine Edict thing, didn't you? Tyrion, I'm sorry. When did this happen? Because it had to have happened before all this went down. It had to have happened before she killed Pierce and coerced Arya. So, when did you die? What the hell is going on? Demon, what is the meaning of this? It's exactly what it looks like. The patron you've been looking for has been right in front of you the entire time. Nope, didn't see that coming. Miss McCoy, the dragon is very mad at you, and that should be of concern. Did you sign a blood contract with the Empress of Discord? What a question to ask someone. It's like a parent scolding a child. You know, did you steal some of the cookies? You know, did you pull your sister's hair? Did you sign a blood contract with the Empress of Discord? Did you do that? I'm gonna send you to your room. I did. It was the only thing that would save Tyrion. What? When did this happen? Oh, interesting. I never fought Arya. I fought Beatrice and Eris. Oh, that's curious. When did this happen? They broke past me and ran into the prayer room. But the person they killed wasn't Pierce. It was you. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So Arya was just standing around. I commented on this last stream where some of the timelines weren't adding up, where people were saying they saw Arya, but they didn't see Celeste, and what was going on there, but this explains that. Celeste wasn't fighting Arya, she fought Beatrice and Eris. So Celeste has known this whole time because Eris fought her. But the person they ran in, they ran past her. They didn't kill Pierce, they killed Tyrion. So if you signed that blood contract then and there, how did Arya kill the other two? Did they kill the other two? No, we have a timeline for that. They couldn't have killed the other two later. Tyrion, you can't even bring yourself to say it. Do you realize now, Tyrion? Stop it! Celeste McCoy is the most important person in your life. She was the last person you had that hadn't betrayed you. And she signed away her soul to me. All this so that she could save you. That's not really a betrayal, though. I feel bad for Celeste, but this isn't exactly a betrayal. This isn't what you think it is, but that is a very interesting revelation. Why the somber look, Lucio? Weren't you going to execute the patron the moment you knew who they were? McCoy, does this mean what I think it means? Yes, I need to hear the whole story from you, Celeste. You got a lot of talking to do. I'm the one who tricked Arya into signing that blood contract. How did you go about that? How could you? I was so stupid. When I made that deal with her, I didn't expect her to... What did you expect to happen? I'm pretty sure you were the one who used to say that making deals with demons was a bad move. She used that contract to make you act against your will. So it wasn't just Miss Steelwind and Miss Frega who were controlled that day. So, hang on a second. Shall engage in actions deemed necessary to secure the compliance and cooperation. That's kind of it. She doesn't have the same out-and-out carte blanche sort of just, yeah, I own you sort of wording that Arya's contract has. You realize it, don't you, Lucio? As long as the contract with the patron exists, your daughter will always be vulnerable to my influence. Oh, So Lucio has just become heavily incentivized to aim an axe at Celeste's neck. You can't kill me, so there's only one solution to free your daughter. Well, this trial just got interesting. Yeah, Tyrion's gonna have something to say about that. I must execute Celeste McCoy. So this is an interesting play. This is tying things together nicely. I wondered how things were going to come together at the end with so little time left, but this works. This does work because we know who the patron is, and Celeste has essentially betrayed, for certain definitions of the word. And we've got a game here because now Lucio is heavily incentivized to not be on our side anymore. I have a feeling he's going to be very uncooperative from here on in. What? Understand one thing, Mr. Cuthbert. After what you've done for my daughter, I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. But I will do whatever it is necessary to protect her. I mean, this is an interesting dynamic. Lucio, we can't act rashly. Yeah, this may still be a deception. Watch her cut off, or watch him cut off Celeste's head, and nothing happens because Eris is like, oopsie doopsie, did I forget to mention? I'll let you all in on a little demonic secret. It doesn't matter if you confine her within a prison. The patron will be able to take control of Arya no matter where she is. But if you kill her, Arya will finally be free from my control. Well, she did say it plainly. Do it. What? What are you saying? I should have done this from the beginning. When I realized what happened, I should have just come forward and admitted to what I did. I still want some specifics here. I need a timeline. But I kept holding on to the hope that it was all some kind of trick. After 3 people got murdered, I prayed and prayed for the patron to be someone else. Tyrion, I was hoping you'd find something that would prove that all of this wasn't my fault. Yeah, well, I mean, did you hand her the thing or didn't you? Are your memories intact? Because if they are, you got no excuse, honey. We finally found the culprit we've been looking for, and it absolutely breaks our heart. Well, you know what? She did choose it, and she did it to save us, so I'm not exactly feeling betrayed right now, but I'm not exactly happy about what's about to happen. Yeah, that nagging feeling we've been experiencing. It's because we subconsciously refused to believe that she would betray us like this. Actually, it still hasn't gone away. Exactly. We need more info. Celeste, you need to give us more details because there's more going on here. Okay, this is case 5 of Danganronpa V3 all over again. We need to keep digging. That uneasiness is still there. Are we still in denial? No, this is different. I suppose there's no reason to continue with this. Whoa, wait a minute. I sympathize with your position, Cuthbert. But even McCoy recognizes what must be done. No, again, I have a feeling if you kill Celeste, nothing's going to actually happen because there's more going on. It's over, and I will not allow this demon to control my daughter any longer. You don't know Danganronpa V3. Well, don't worry about it. We can't just... Kingsguard! Restrain him! No. We need to do more. What if we just put the letter on top of the contract? Wait! Lucio! Yeah, I got the dragon on my side here, buddy. That's enough! Oh, Arya's going to speak up. Well, we haven't seen you much lately. I would like you to be a part of this. What kind of court is this? To everyone's surprise, Arya leapt from the platforms above and landed right on the witness stand. She just did a somersault, just landed like a ninja. She forcibly pushed Eris out of the way. Maybe just drop-kicked her. Something that caught even her off guard. Out of my way, bitch. Arya? I'm so sorry, Celeste, you are innocent until you are proven guilty. I won't let anyone pass judgment on you until that is unequivocally proven. But Arya, I did this! Arya, what are you doing? How dare you, Father? What? How could you possibly think that you have the right to decide who lives and who dies? If you were actually a prosecutor, I would file for your immediate disbarment. Yeah, you tell him. And you, Mr. Cuthbert, how can you just stand there? I was about to get arrested by the Kingsguard. Don't look at me. You're Celeste's attorney. Is it your job to defend her until her last breath? Haven't you played the Phoenix Wright games? What the hell? I didn't see the truth because I didn't want to believe it. I almost let it slip away because of my own personal feelings. I almost put you at risk. As much as it pains me to do so, I need to approach this objectively. Tyrion, to hell with that! What? Justice may be blind, but it's not heartless. I see it in her eyes whenever she's with you, Tyrion. You mean the world to her. She's consigned her very soul to hell to protect you. If you abandon her when she needs you most, I will never forgive you. Well, Tyrion, Okay, you can be my Repario Arcanum buddy again. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Celeste, can you testify about what happened? We need to do this. You like the line, justice may be blind, but it's not heartless. I mean, it kind of is, but we'll ignore that for now. What? But Arya is right. We need to do this properly. I agree, and I will not pass judgment until we have determined exactly what happened. It's obvious he wants to be done with this as soon as possible. But even if he controls the Kingsguard, the rest of the room is clearly against him. Also, there's a dragon. There's a giant fuck-off dragon in the middle of the room. You may want to be worried about that. Fine, do as you wish. But the moment we're certain of the truth, I will do what is necessary, okay? This is a charge axe. I'm going to start charging now, and the minute we're certain of the truth, I'm letting go of this A button. You hear me? Very well. Miss McCoy, please take the stand. Celeste, Tyrion, has Celeste ever actually testified before? I can't remember if she even testified in her own trial. I don't see any reason why she would have, considering she wasn't there, but I don't remember, actually. Can you testify about what you did that day? Yeah. So this will be interesting. Like I said, a lot of things didn't quite... You! Immediately with the rewritings, Eris is messing with the monitor. We need to address that. I didn't even see what she was going to say. Eris just immediately was like, no, this is my testimony now, ha ha ha. The truth is that Eris rewrote your memories, Tyrion. You were actually knocked out at 1:45 p.m. I'm not sure she gets to do that if I haven't signed a contract. We went to the prayer room a lot earlier for our meeting, and that commotion we heard was actually Beatrice and Eris attacking the guards at 1:40 p.m. Oh! Oh, I see. So when I said... I see. So when was the contract signed? I guess it wasn't signed at the front door of the house. It had to have been signed there. But how did she get Arya to sign it? We went, because then Arya could have gone on a tear and we could have killed Pierce, and then the timeline still adds up. I don't know. We went to the prayer room a lot earlier for our meeting, and that commotion we heard was actually Beatrice and Eris attacking the guards at 1:40 p.m. They tricked me and slipped into the prayer room, and Beatrice, she killed you. So we died for... Okay, so that's why you signed the contract. I get that. But I don't understand how you got Arya to sign the contract. I didn't know what to do. That's when Eris told me she would resurrect you in exchange for killing Pierce. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I just wanted you back. I don't care about what happened to me. I didn't realize that she'd used my eternal servitude to take control of my body. She used me to trick Arya into signing another blood contract. After that, I followed through with my end of the deal. I killed Pierce so that she would bring Tyrion back, so she didn't even realize she was the patron. That nagging feeling is still there. There's something off about her testimony. How did you get Arya to sign anything? Well, on with it then. I'm ready to let go of this A button. Begin your cross-examination, Cuthbert. Gladly. Yeah, but we saw the screen change. Celeste, you need to tell me what actually happened. No more of this screen editing, Eris. Again, we really need to address that. The truth is that Eris rewrote your memories, Tyrion. You were actually knocked out at 1:45 p.m., so like 45 minutes before we thought we were. So when we were talking with Pierce, and it seems like awfully excessive that we were talking with Pierce for like 20 minutes, there was a reason that seemed excessive. It's because it didn't happen. So that's actually kind of neat. She rewrote my memories? I didn't realize it until after you woke up and gave your statement to the Inquisition. She must have changed your memories when she resurrected you. Eris has the power to take control of people against their will, and she clearly has the power to bring people back from the dead. But if that's true, we can't even trust our own memories. We went to the prayer room a lot earlier for our meeting, and that commotion we heard was actually Beatrice and Eris attacking the guards at 1:40 p.m. What about that time we saw Eris change the painting? And we noticed it, but Celeste and Von Sanctus didn't. I feel like we can see something. I wonder if we're gonna... Again, we have to pull some Eye of Horus bullshit out of our ass at some point. We went to the prayer room a lot earlier for our meeting, and that commotion we heard was actually Beatrice and Eris attacking the guards at 1:40. We were there at 1:40? Damn. Right, I suppose you didn't have control of Arya until then. Does that mean you never even fought her? I'm sorry for lying, but I had to create an alibi. Celeste, the Inquisition arrested her because of your testimony. The testimonies of Prince Alarak and the High Speaker also implicated her. Miss Steelwind also already knew she was compromised due to finding the purple mark in her pocket. I'm sure things would have ended the same, regardless of her testimony. See, we have a nice judge. He is wise. He's wiser than most. What did Frigga and that demon do when you fought them, McCoy? They tricked me and slipped into the prayer room. And Beatrice, she killed you. How did they trick you so easily? When I went to see what was going on, I only saw Eris and Beatrice standing over the guards' dead bodies. They acted like someone else had killed them. Then they lied to me and said that they wanted to go into the prayer room for protection. That's when Beatrice, So when we saw Beatrice sneak in, she cast a sleep spell and then stabbed us. I know we theorized, someone said, like Orium or whatever said, oh, well, Beatrice must have cast an invisibility spell so no one could see her. Well, we saw her. So, no. How did Beatrice kill me? She hit you with some kind of necromancy spell, but it didn't visibly wound you, so necrotic blight. When I checked your body, it was already cold. Your heart was stopped. I think she used necrotic blight, exactly, like Psy'Min Sezz. So that's... Oh, that's right, he did comment on that. Lord Asclepius said I had traces of necromancy on me. I thought it was just from a healing spell, but yeah. She must have lied about trying to heal us as well. What did you do after I died? I ellipsied. I didn't know what to do. That's when Eris told me she would resurrect you in exchange for killing Pierce. I'm sure that was her goal from the very beginning. She wanted you to make a deal with her. It was also she could make me suffer. Tyrion, I'm so... Stop. Just don't. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I just wanted you back. I didn't care about what happened to me. How could you possibly think that was okay? I knew it was wrong, but I just couldn't. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. This is fair. We can't blame Celeste for making a heat-of-the-moment decision like that. There's no sense in admonishing her now, Mr. Cuthbert. Exactly. There will be plenty of time for that later. Yeah, look forward to that. I didn't realize that she'd used my eternal servitude to take control of my body. She used me to trick Arya into signing another blood contract. Right, that part was written in a slightly misleading way. I wondered about that. Because it is a little misleading. As a part of her servitude, contingent upon the eternal servitude of Celeste McCoy. Okay, actually, that's not that gray. Yeah, that's not actually, no, that's not misleading at all. That's actually pretty black and white. She must have thought that the Empress would whisk her away to serve her in hell. Oh, but instead she took control of her immediately after. You should have known better than to trust a demon. What have I been saying? What have you been saying? You knew this. Anyways, how did you trick Arya into signing that blood contract? Amazing question. Yeah, I didn't have full control of my actions, but I remember what happened. She probably wanted me to watch what she was using me to do. I'm so sorry. What exactly did you do, though? I told Arya that Pierce was demanding a plea deal in exchange for telling me who my parents were. Eris made Beatrice put an illusion over the contract to make it look like a request for an appeal. Aha! We knew it! We knew it was something like that. So it was an illusion spell on the contract, which Arya signed, and then Eris was like, aha! You've activated my trap contract. And since Pierce was convicted for killing my father, she respected my wishes. Wait, something about what she said sounds fundamentally wrong. I told Arya... Hang on. Yeah. I told Arya that Pierce was demanding a plea deal in exchange for telling me who my parents were. I mean... Hadn't we talked to Pierce already? Actually, no, he was kind of demanding a plea deal with us, in a way, too. Eris made Beatrice, since Pierce was convicted by she respected my wishes. Arya, that Pierce was demanding a plea deal in exchange for telling me who my parents were. I'm just wondering. La 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 la. I guess that's kind of what that sounds like too. Although in this case, it's he wants a plea deal in exchange for not saying who Celeste's parents are. Is that the contradiction? Because Arya wouldn't have. Wait. Actually, Arya kind of maybe would have known about that because Arya was there when we got the letter, but she didn't know that it wasn't initially sent to us. After that, I followed through with my end of the deal. I killed Pierce so that she would bring Tyrion back. Well then, that's not... How could you think I'd ever want that, Celeste? I knew you wouldn't want this, but it just wasn't fair. Why should a person like him get to live instead of you? It was an easy choice. That goes against everything I stand for. I know, and I don't care if you hate me after this, but even now, I would still make that same choice. I don't hate. Perhaps we should stay focused on what happened for now. She's clearly sincere. She wouldn't intentionally lie about something like this. I saw that screen edit. Eris changed things. We need to activate new eyeball powers to keep her from doing that. But why do we feel like something she said doesn't match up with the evidence we have? It doesn't. We need to examine her statements more closely. Well, I guess I'll hit her with the obvious. Where is it? I mean, misleading contract. So this is how. Something does sound fundamentally wrong with what she says when we press her, but it's not fundamentally wrong with her statement. So how do we present here? She used me to trick Arya into signing another blood contract. Do I contradict her testimony or what she said when I press her? I wonder how that's going to come up either. Also, my eternal servitude to take control of my body. She used me to trick Arya into signing another blood contract. All of this seems pretty standard. I feel like this is what I... Hang on a second. Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if the poses matter here too, but... No, she's covering her mouth on a couple of these. You can give hints, but you'll let me think on it for now. Yeah, no hints is good, especially considering this game still doesn't punish me for wrong answers, so... I can just go full Ace Attorney, throw things at the wall without consequence. So I'll figure it. Also, this is kind of a weird statement because, well, I guess Eris doesn't directly control Arya. Eris controls Celeste, who controls Arya, which is why killing Celeste breaks the contract. I'm gonna throw... What do I want to throw out there? Okay, we're gonna try this. Objection! Nope! Celeste, your testimony contradicts the evidence, and this proves it. I don't see how that proves anything. Alright, fine. Our conflicting emotions may be throwing us off. No, it's just Ace Attorney bullcrap. I didn't realize that she used my eternal out servitude to trick my body to decide another blood contract. Large empty space at the top half of the page is still weird. I wonder if there's still something written there that's being hidden by another illusion or something. Let's see. What about this? Wait a minute, where's the purple mark on Celeste? Wait a minute, I wonder about that. Let's try this. Objection! Nope, alright. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Now all I have to do is use the perfect evidence. Objection! Nope! Objection! Nope! Objection! Nope! Guilty! Anyone ever heard that song? Dun 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 dun. What if they use you to do other things? We don't have your spell compendium yet either. I would really like to see Celeste's spell compendium. That's something that really should have been entered a while ago. Use me a trick already deciding another blood contract. This doesn't specify a time, because I feel like this did happen much later. But that doesn't technically contradict anything. What about this? This was the memory, or this was this was the testimony that Eris stopped us from reading properly. Eris rewrote your memories. You were actually knocked out at 1:45 p.m. Do we have something that contradicts that, actually? Do we have testimony from someone else or something? 2:30, which is when we thought we were knocked out. Frozen blade, autopsy, autopsy, autopsy. Okay, this is now a lie. Stand still. Well, that's just a big fat load of hooey. It's not that. Testimony. La 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 la. Murderer's route. Compendiums, I don't care. Theon. Burned away by the knights guarding it. That explains why Arcus didn't hear the fight between Celeste McCoy and Arya Steelwind. Also, it didn't happen. 140. This is also curious. At 1:40 p.m., Steelwind abruptly left the meeting and didn't answer Oster when asked when she was going. If this is when she was being taken control of, that was before this. Can I? Let's try this. Objection. No! Alright. No, I feel like that I was onto something there. Yeah, I feel like that that was a thing. Head to the nave to meet with her father. I really want to know how the signing of the contract tied into this, because she just started wandering around. The demon Marnoth called Archduke Ramus to meet with him. Very important information. I'm still curious what this is about. At 1:50. Oh, what about this? Beatrice Frege and Eros Ilmater were accounted for in the garden until 2 p.m. What about that shit? Objection! You've got to be kidding me! That's a direct contradiction. How else were you knocked out? Okay, I'm calling shenanigans. Unless there's something major going on here, a lot of this evidence is being, eroded. And I'm not sure that's fair. At 2 p.m. We really need Eris's spell compendium too, honestly. Truth is that Eris rewrote your memories. You were actually knocked out at 1:45 p.m. I also don't trust this statement because Eris clearly messed with it. I don't like that. We went to the prayer room a lot earlier for our meeting, and the commotion we heard was actually Beatrice and Eris attacking the... Maybe this is what I present this on. Beatrice Frege and Eris Ilmater were accounted for in the garden until 2 p.m. This cannot not be a contradiction. Thank you! Alright. So I had the right idea, just the wrong statement. Celeste, according to you, we heard a commotion at 1:40. And you went out to investigate. That's when you saw Eris and Beatrice. Yeah, I lied all about my fight against Arya. I never even fought her. If that's true, how do we explain this discrepancy? We can't trust our own memories. But Loth shouldn't have been affected. Why were we affected? We didn't sign nothing. If we can be affected, anybody can be affected. The thing is, Celeste, something about your timeline doesn't match the evidence. Really? But I was pretty sure of the time. We were supposed to be at the meeting at 1:45. Wait, what did you just say? Our meeting with Pierce, it was scheduled for 1:45 p.m., right? Nope. Okay, so maybe we can trust our own memories and it's Celeste's that have been messed with, and Eris is getting her to lie to us about editing our memories when it's really Celeste who's been screwed with. That I can buy. What's wrong, Mr. Cuthbert? Celeste, there's something fundamentally off about your testimony. What? But I swear I'm not lying. Your timeline of what happened is completely off. A lot of your testimony doesn't match with what we've learned thus far. Firstly, it's about the exact time you saw Eris and Beatrice. According to you, you saw them at 1:40. But Loth, Miriam, and Asclepius didn't lose track of them until 2 p.m. What? When did they say that? What are you talking about? Yeah, see, I think Celeste is the one whose memories have been screwed with. You were there with me when we spoke to them. I know! I was paying really close attention. I needed to see how close you were to finding me out. Yeah, I was paying close attention because I was curious if I was going to get caught. So why can't I remember? Because you're being screwed with. She can't remember? Cuthbert, judging by what happened to you, Eris Ilmater clearly doesn't need a contract to affect people's memories. No, I think it's the opposite. I think she's using the people she has contracts with to gaslight the people she doesn't. It's possible she changed the memories of Loth Frege and her entourage. It's not just that, Lucio. There's something else that Celeste is clearly remembering differently that contradicts a physical piece of evidence. Oh, I did not catch this. What physical piece of evidence contradicts Celeste's memories? That is a... Oh, well, based on what she just said, I was gonna say, if there's another piece of evidence that contradicts what she said, would it have been something I presented? And would I have entered into a bit of redundancy here, but it's something she just said. We weren't meeting at 1:45, we were meeting at 2. Yeah. Celeste, this letter from Garrick Pierce told us to meet with him in the prayer room at 2 p.m. What? Eris may have changed my memories, but changing a physical piece of evidence is a different thing entirely. But we don't know the full extent of her capabilities. Can we really rule that out? You were unconscious. Ilmater had plenty of time to access your body and your belongings. At this point, anything is possible, and Eris is far too unpredictable to say for sure. Yeah, but there's gotta be some kind of rules, or we can't have a video game. But if Lucio is right, Eris could have gone around doing whatever she wanted. She could have wiped the memories of every witness who saw the crimes, and she could have manipulated the crime scenes however she wished. But if she had done so, there would have been logical inconsistencies. Until Celeste was revealed as the patron, every piece of evidence we found or deduced had been logically consistent. So yeah, Celeste is the one who's wrong. The contradictions in what Celeste is saying could be explained by Eris changing several elements of the crime. What explains Celeste's contradicting memories of what happened is a far simpler explanation. Celeste McCoy... No, we gotta do this in the right order. Changed. Bingo! Celeste, Eris currently has your eternal servitude. If she can manipulate my memories, what's to say that she's not manipulating your memories right now? I guess that's possible. But why would she even bother doing that? She wouldn't need to do that unless she still had something to hide. Are you serious? What more is there left for her to hide? Whatever it is, it was important enough to make drastic changes to Celeste's memory and mess with Psy'Min's monitor. Wait, if that's true, that means Celeste's true memories will tell us exactly what we need to know. Oh, are we gonna eyeball her? But even if you're right, I can't remember what really happened. She has full control of my mind. That doesn't matter. It's just like every cross-examination we've ever done. If you keep testifying, she'll keep changing your memories to tell more lies. If we keep pointing them out, we'll eventually arrive at the truth. Celeste is just smiling. Celeste? It's really obnoxious how resilient you are. Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Is Eris? Uh-oh! I don't like that tone. Demons can't lie, but if a demon can control a human to lie for them, oh, absolutely. Again, Eris is constantly messing with my monitor. Why can't you all just give up already? Eris, is that you? What are you... Unfortunately, your little interrogation ends here. Uh-oh. Kingsguard, what are you doing? Destroy Hillmotter's body. Nope. Too late, Lucio. I win. Uh-oh. Celeste. Damn. Well, whatever she knew, she's either taken it to the grave or it's time for some BS Eye of Horus powers. Oh, Eris, what did you do to her? I put her to sleep, just like I did with Beatrice. I was about to say, this is what she did to Beatrice. Yep. You... Why would you do such a thing, Ilmater? What do you mean? I did it for the same reason I do anything. What would make Tyrion suffer more than putting his love in an eternal sleep? If you wanted that, you could have just done it from the beginning. You're hiding something, I know it. Damn it, we can't extract any information from her like this. The only person who can tell us what we need to know is Celeste. Well, good luck getting anything out of her like this. What if I use my magic eyeballs? Can I do that? Can I empowered eye? Ever since we discovered the truth about what she did, only one possibility has been floating around our mind. But is it even possible? No, it doesn't matter if it's possible. We tried to empowered eye during Beatrice's trial, and Marinoth actually shut us down. So I'm not sure if there's something we can do here, but we can give it a go. Eris Ilmater, what is it? What would happen if I nullified Celeste's blood contract? And how do you do that exactly? Hang on, what's the wiggle room? Assuming there's anything to even dispute, everything granted by the contract would be reversed. What are our options for that? Like killing ourselves? I don't even think that counts because we've technically... It would just mean reviving us. That doesn't invalidate the blood contract. With the apparent death of Tyrion Cuthbert, the Empress of Discord shall revive him, contingent upon the internal servitude of Celeste McCoy. So even if we were to kill ourselves, she just keeps resurrecting us and Celeste stays dead. Celeste eternally bound to the abyssal hells, part of her servitude. Celeste McCoy, get free from her own hands. Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot to dispute here. About to enter the end game? Sounds fun. Assuming there's anything to even dispute, everything granted by the contract would be reversed. And I don't think you fully understand what that means. Lucio, what is it? Your men know where Ruby Tamura's law office is, right? What? How does Ruby enter this? They do. Where are you going with this? Hang on a second. Because Ruby has a contract as well. Upon signing this contract, Ruby Tamura grants the Empress of Discord access to her memories. At any time, the Empress may view any and all of Tamura's memories. In addition to that, the Empress may instantaneously change and alter her memories whenever she wishes. How is Tamura going to factor? You'll need an attorney to cross-examine... Oh! We are going to kill ourselves. You'll need an attorney to cross-examine Celeste's testimony. Well, this is an issue. She owes me, and she'll be able to finish this on my behalf. Wait, no, wait, you can't do that. And tell her I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise. Whoa! There's a scene. Well, come on, Eris, you had to know this was a possibility. If you didn't want us to do this, you would have worded the contract differently. Well, there's a look of panic. Oh, I see what you're saying. If the contract is reversed, Tyrion's revival from the dead is reversed. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but how are we going to reverse the contract then, is what I'm curious about. Don't tell me, obviously. You're not serious, are you? I am one of the eldest evils that's ever lived. I would never create a faulty contract. Yeah, I'm really curious how you're going to manage this. Eris Elmater, Empress of Discord. Wait! You know I can't speak lies, correct? Uh-oh. By the Eye of Horus, I demand the opportunity to dispute Celeste McCoy's blood contract. Ah! So... I mean, this is still contingent on you being able to dispute the contract. If you can't, you're both screwed, so... I'll state it plainly then. There will be no room for doubt. I don't care. What? Celeste McCoy's contract was written without flaw. It said it straight up. Celeste sacrificed her life to save mine. How could I ever face her again if I didn't do the same for her? Oh, Eris has just busted out all the new sprites. You're insane. You're just risking death for nothing. Why are you so nervous? Maybe this is pointless, but I will never stop fighting for her. Stop this! Nope, you can't stop us from disputing things. I can't help myself. I'm only human after all. Once we pass this point, we will not be able to save our game for a while. Uh-oh. It is recommended that you make a save file now. I will do that. I hope it doesn't screw me. Ah, we're back in this scene. This is what we saw at the beginning of the game. Court of Azonoth! Oh, dear. Well, time for a new judge and a new prosecutor. Oh, okay. Here's the flash forward. I mentioned the flash forward Celeste made at the beginning of the case of the chapter. This is it again. Except now we know who's talking, but we kind of guessed at the time anyway. I've killed people. They were usually criminals or bandits, but it still frightened me how unaffected I was by their deaths. It always came so easily to me. I was good at it. A little too good. People told me that taking the lives of others would be hard. But I never felt this uneasiness, not even once. It made me think that I was some kind of unfeeling monster. And maybe I am. But the time I spent with you, it filled me with more happiness than I could have ever dreamed of. Instead of taking lives, I could save them alongside you. It felt good to protect you. I felt needed when I knew you were relying on me. It made me feel like I was actually worth something to someone. Whenever I saw the light in your eyes, it filled my heart with a warm feeling that I've never felt before. But it was too good to be true, wasn't it? In the end, I failed you. I couldn't protect you, just like I couldn't protect my father. I don't understand. What did you ever see in someone like me? I really don't understand. Now we're in new text. This isn't something that happened at the beginning of the chapter. We're kind of expanding. Oh, no, she's just here. Why would you go this far for me? It's good to see you too. Ow, what was that for? We're going to have We're gonna have a Phoenix Maya fight in the middle of the afterlife? Come on, guys. We're in, like, Azeroth Court. Stance up. You know what it's for, you jerk. Is this hell? No. This is Court of Azeroth. We're not in hell yet. I literally had to sign my soul away to hell to keep you alive. And you just threw your life away? What else was I supposed to do? Did I have just let Lucio kill you? Yes! That's exactly what you should have done. It's a lot better than gambling away your life. I mean, this court could be in a lot of different places. Depends on which theology, fictional or otherwise, that we're adhering to. You think Maya would win here? Yeah. Pearl once hit Maya once hit Phoenix so hard he fell unconscious. It's a lot better than gambling away your life. I was never going to go along with that. I think Pearl actually did too. Maybe they both did. You even know me? Oh my god! This is why I couldn't tell you the truth. Because I knew you'd do something stupid like this. You know I always get the truth in the end. No, that was Pearl. Fair. All we did was make the process... all you did was make that process extremely frustrating. I could have got away with it. You can't even beat me at chess. How are you gonna hide a murder from me? Oh, you... Yeah, you two make up. Tyrion, I killed Pierce. Yep, we know that. We figured that out. I know. At first I tried to justify it by saying you would die in 1 month anyway. And what's his life when compared to yours, right? When I looked at him just lying there unconscious, I just got so angry. So you woke him up! You didn't just kill him while he was asleep, you wanted him to feel it. What? I wanted him to experience a fraction of the pain that my dad felt. Someone like him doesn't deserve a painful death, or peaceful death. So Celeste. You hate me, don't you? This time I'm the disgusting murderer you've been looking for. So why couldn't you just let me die? Do you honestly think I care for you that little? I gotta watch my voices here. What? You are and always will be extremely important to me. One betrayal won't change how I feel about you. Tyrion, see, that's what I was saying before. One little betrayal, engineered by Eris, she thinks that's gonna break us? Pshaw. So you're not getting rid of me that easily. I'll always be there when you need me. And no matter where you go, we're going there together. Even to hell, which is where we are right now, and someone should probably take note of that. Well, I think we might be heading to a pretty bad place. What are you guys, on a friggin' elevator or something? I think you're there now. Well, I'm not one to celebrate a victory prematurely. Oh, Eris is here with us. Lovely. But if you're already admitting defeat, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Eris, yeah. I can't believe you brought me here. I will never hear the end of this from my father. Who's your actual father? Where are we? The courtroom of the gods, the place where truth and reality are determined. The court of Azeroth. I'll give you one last chance, Tyrion. You made a rash decision, but I can still send you back. Even now, she's still trying to dissuade me. Why is she so intent on making us give up? If you know there's a flaw in the contract, you should have fixed the flaw in your contract. You shouldn't be trying to hide it now. That seems dumb. There's got to be something else going on. You're nervous, aren't you? Is that so? There's a reason why you didn't want me to bring you here. And I'm gonna find out what. Your persistence was endearing at first, but now it's honestly really annoying. I suppose we'll have to do this the hard way then. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, we're gonna just straight up eyeball her. Well, we can't save. It specifically told us no more saving. You should have taken my offer when you had the chance. The only way to nullify my contract is to unequivocally prove that its conditions weren't fulfilled. So says the word of Asmodeus. Asmodeus? By his word, demons are incapable of speaking lies. You're out of your element, Tyrion. This is my domain. My contract was written without flaw. I can still view the contract. Your contract may be without flaw, but that doesn't mean we can't negotiate its terms. No, I'm pretty sure we can't negotiate its terms after it's signed. It doesn't matter if your contract is perfect. I am not leaving here until you relinquish Celeste's soul. If disputing a blood contract was truly impossible, there would be no need for this court to exist. Demons are powerful, but they aren't omniscient. I'm going to go with rationalize, but I really want to try to figure out how the hell we're going to negotiate this. With the apparent death of Tyrion Cuthbert, did she not kill me? Did she fake it? Even if she did, how do we prove that? Actually, no, we couldn't have faked it. Celeste said our body was cold. We got killed. We got straight up killed, Ice. We got iced. With the apparent death of Tyrion Cuthbert, the Empress of Discord will revive him, contingent upon the eternal servitude of Celeste McCoy. As part of her servitude, engage in actions. Afterwards, Tyrion Cuthbert's consciousness will be restored, which did technically happen after Garrick Pierce was killed. So maybe there's wiggle room there? I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think it's this. Yep, okay. That last one is the only one that sounds reasonable. Yeah, that's what I thought too. If disputing a blood contract was truly impossible, there would be no need for this court to exist. Demons are powerful, but they aren't omniscient. They can't possibly be aware of contradicting circumstances that may be created when they make a contract. Oh, man. You got hit. Look at that, man. 4,000 damage unmetered. Be impressed. You're hiding something. Something that you desperately need to keep hidden. He's screwed either way so far. Yeah, he is at the moment. I'm waiting for the ass pull. You even went as far as to knock out Celeste before we could get that information from her. Oh, really now? You tried to confound the investigation by manipulating Celeste's memories. But the contradiction in her testimony proves one thing. She didn't see you and Beatrice enter the prayer room until 2 p.m. at the earliest. Your so-called contradiction is based on the testimony of La Frega. How are you so sure that her testimony is reliable? It's supported by the testimony of Miriam and Lord Asclepius. They were all together at the time. Their testimony is sound. Oh, really? It looks like you've made a contradiction. What? La Frega, Miriam Frega, and Lazaric Asclepius encountered an illusion. And that illusion makes their testimonies unreliable. So says the word of Asmodeus. What? An illusion? What kind of illusion? I mean, okay, again, wiggle room. Saying they encountered illusion means nothing. There was an illusion on Alaric when he was running around as a freaking squirrel. There was also an illusion when people were wandering around, like when someone cast that glyph of contingency, because there was traces of illusion magic over there. So just saying they encountered an illusion means nothing. Yeah, what kind of illusion? Give me specifics if you dare. Who knows? Yeah, that's what I thought. My statement still stands. Yeah, you're full of crap. You can't just expect us to accept your claims without any evidence. I can't speak lies, Tyrion. Every statement that comes out of my mouth has to be true. I don't need any proof. In this court, the only thing that matters is what is true and what is false. And the word of Asmodeus says that Loft's testimony is unreliable. Damn it. She can just say whatever she wants without having to provide any context. Yeah, that's the thing. She may not have to provide evidence, but she's not providing context. It only says that Loft was tricked. She didn't specify an exact time. I mean, hell, Loft might have encountered an illusion during the 4th case. She didn't give a time frame. What else proves Beatrice didn't disappear until 2 p.m.? Is there something else that proves Loft didn't begin her search until 2 p.m.? Is there something else that proves Loft didn't begin her search until 2 p.m.? Isn't that when Tracker took off because when we were talking about the vet? Tracker, where are you? Where's Tracker? My dude. Wait a minute. Oh, you're not in here. Let's see. Well, they were stopped by the Kingsguard. I'm not sure that's enough. There might be something else here. They both went missing. Loft were together and were about to search for Beatrice at 2:05 p.m. This doesn't technically contradict what was said. What else proves Beatrice didn't disappear until 2 p.m.? This just says that they went to search for her at 2:05. They could have been missing since 11 in the morning, for all this says. Let's see. 2 p.m., Oster went to pay his respects. There were traces of illusion magic at the crime scene, but again, that's at 2 p.m. So that does not contradict. 2:05, hearing that number reminds you of something. It's going over my head, sorry. This would not be it. Not that. That doesn't matter. Autopsy, autopsy, autopsy. La 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 la. Murderer's route. We can't really examine that. That's irrelevant. No time frame there. 2:30. Actually, I'm waiting to get to the Maranoth bit because I have a feeling that might have something to do with something. Earth-like debris, yada yada. Hints are available. Yeah, I know. We've had a game over once already. We've only had one game over so far. We lost to Arya at the beginning of this chapter. But even if we game over, we'll get back here. We'll figure it out. Arya Steelwind. That's not technically... Okay. I guess, okay, so this is the part I was talking about with Maranoth, but I guess that doesn't technically contradict anything. Why is there such a huge space in here? Compendium, contract. All right. This one is a little puzzling. What else proves Beatrice didn't disappear until 2 p.m.? All right. What proves Beatrice didn't disappear until 2 p.m.? Okay, this shows that this happened at 2 p.m. And they were about to search for Beatrice at 2:05, but they were stopped by the Kingsguard, who reported that a glyph of contingency had just trapped Oster. So... I mean, that doesn't really prove anything? I don't think. Maybe it implies... I mean, this is what I presented a moment ago, right? It's like, what else proves Beatrice... We're talking physical evidence, right? Okay, I don't think I can use Loft's testimony because she might have been tricked. What about this? Because it was after this happened that the Kingsguard stopped these guys. That is what I just presented, right? Oh, I went really far back. Oh, no, I didn't say I warn you. Oh, no! I didn't actually present anything. I picked from 3 different options. That's right. All right. Well, there is extra stuff in here, so we'll give it a bash. Nope. Lost testimony does contradict what she said, but she's already declared it's not reliable. That testimony also means something. However, that testimony also mentions something else that happened. Oh, okay, I got it wrong, but it's going to be forgiving because I was close. Okay, it's this, right? Okay, I was right. The game was nice. It was kind. It was like, you're close, Psy'Min. Pick the other thing. So I was right. I just need to present the right thing. All right, well, it's nice of the game to give that to me. Regardless of when it happened, Loth and her party went to search for Beatrice after you two went missing. You confirm or deny that? I won't deny it. Perfect. Whoever set that trap, they set it to trigger whenever Oster approached his father's body. And it didn't trigger until 2 p.m. Loth and her party were about to search for Beatrice when the Kingsguard informed them of what happened. It'd be nice if Ace Attorney did that more often, it's true. I think there's a couple of times it's been forgiving, but if it does do that, it's so rarely that I can't remember that off the top of my head. Incidentally, we start playing Apollo Justice Trilogy next Sunday. And mind you, the Kingsguard did this immediately after the trap was sprung. That will not be a blind playthrough because I am very familiar with that game. But it will be fun, and hopefully we'll play it with Coffin after we're done with the original trilogy, which we will be continuing on Tuesday. Since Loth was about to begin her search when this happened, Beatrice couldn't have gone missing until that time. And once again, you're predicating that on Oster's testimony. Not just him, Eris. Several members of the Kingsguard witnessed this. True, and that is why I'll respond with this. Whoa, damn. An activated force cage did not trap Oster de Wivengard during or after 1:50 p.m., so says the word of Asmodeus. Okay. This is definitely contradicting things we have in evidence, but again, what's the wiggle room? An activated force cage did not trap Oster de Wivengard during or after 1:50 p.m., which means that, wait a minute, this is probably where Oster not having a contract is going to come in, right? But how? A testimony came from multiple people. Are you saying that the trap was sprung? Are you saying that the trap was sprung earlier than that? Don't you remember, Tyrion? I can manipulate the memories of people who have a blood contract with me. But I'll give you a little clue. Well, I believe that. The Empress of Discord made contracts with multiple Knights of the Kingsguard. So says the word of Asmodeus. What? No, we can surmise that based on all the guards that are still unconscious. I tampered with their memories. You can't trust their accounts of what happened. How many people did you make contracts with? Little Lady Steelwind has been investigating my work for the last few months. But I've had my talons in Wivengard for far longer than that. I've been preparing for this for quite some time. But even the Kingsguard, no one is safe from temptation. Everyone has a price. Your little girlfriend should know that better than anyone. Well, still, there has to be something. I still have more evidence. Oh, really? Whose testimony will you be relying on this time? No, I know what we're doing here. Just get to it. You can present all the evidence you want. Most of what you have is based on eyewitness accounts. Even so, you can't have possibly made a contract with everyone there. Let's check that again, shall we? Yeah, this is where we do exactly what I think we need to do. You think we have a motive now? Oh, I mean, her motive is just chaos and fucking with us. We've known her motive for a while. So says the word of Asmodeus. Are you kidding me? But you only said it's possible. You never said that it actually happened. You're the one disputing my contract, Tyrion. The burden of the proof is on you. That's completely ridiculous. How could I possibly verify a statement like that? It's simple. Issue a divine edict to each person who was at the cathedral. You know he can't do that. If he gets it wrong even once, he'll die. That sounds more like your problem than mine. Yeah, I missed the part where that's my problem. Arya was onto her. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Eris cares that Arya was onto her. Look at what Eris did to Arya. I mean, yes, it was a motive, but at the same time, what are we going to do to her? I think, no, going back on that, I think that is proof that there wasn't I don't think Eris cared. She was just setting up what she was setting up, and yes, Arya was onto her, but Eris was like, so what? You can't do shit. Damn it. Nothing to say, Tyrion? No, I got this. Isn't this the part where you present some groundbreaking piece of evidence? Oh no, I will. I actually can. As long as her statement stands, we have to doubt every piece of testimony we've gathered. Yes, but everyone at the cathedral could have been compromised, except Oster. Oh, I don't even need to present it. The game is just like, no, you know, Psy'Min. We're not going to insult your intelligence and make you present this. Oster, I know he doesn't have a blood contract with you. I suppose you're right. So how are we going to use his testimony? Eris brought herself directly to the court when Tyrion guessed her identity. She didn't care that she was being found out. Exactly. He couldn't observe much from within that force cage. You understand now? You were never meant to win this game. But I've got to give you points for entertaining me this long. This is the most fun I've ever had, and I truly mean that. Man, Psy'Min streams are the best. We're not really done. Come on. There has to be something we can use. Well, doesn't this count? Yeah, testimony. At 2 p.m., Oster the Wyvern Guard went to pay his respects. So, clearly, that force cage was activated after 2 p.m., and you can't manipulate his memories because he doesn't have a blood contract. We're good, right? But all the clues we've gathered could potentially be lies created by her. No, we know this. They're useless against her. Tyrion, you have to say something. I mean, we can't present that Oster doesn't have a blood contract because she just admitted it. And we know it. We can feel our strength fading. It feels as if we're being pulled into an eternal sleep. This has always been a contest of willpower. And I think he's finally run out. No!